Welcome back to another anime reaction. Today we're going to be watching and reacting to That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, Season 3, Episode 11, Reconciliation and Agreement. God damn, that was one long-ass title, but I'm assuming after last week where they literally wrecked the shit out of the 7 Days Clergy, now we're going to be going into, somewhat, reconciliation with Hinata, Demon Lord Valentine, and Rimuru. So I'm excited to see what's to come. This anime has really stepped up its pace after we had all the meeting episodes, and I am starting to get more and more excited for each episode, and I can't wait to see what happens next, and have a good laugh, and see what other crazy shit might happen. So with that, we're going to be jumping into the reaction part of this video, but don't forget to stick around to the end to see the review breakdown part as well. Okay, we're picking up with the 5 elders again. This guy complaining that he nearly got killed. Damn, they're really making Diablo look like a real villain there. But he's pretty badass. The schemer scheming. Ooh, we got one who wants to make an enemy out of Rimuru and the other one who doesn't. Okay, so we're getting a new person who's gonna come and scheme. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Oh, he's pissed off. Okay, so, all of you will be next. Lovely. So you got, I guess, the real villains of everything, the 5 elders who are definitely, like, trying to do and manipulate everything so that they can do what they want to do and control the world. I mean, because they're like this mysterious group we've barely seen, it's going to be very interesting as they drop those pieces laying into whatever the hell they're doing, and also learning about more of their organization and everything else like that. There we go. Time for everyone to sit down in a meeting room once again. I might have spoke way too soon when I first said about time to wait against the meetings. So she has loyal followers that aren't loyal to Luminous. Okay. Merchants from the Eastern Empire. There we go. Rimuru kind of piecing it together here. That the Eastern merchants are the ones manipulating things. Well, partially. Damn, he's just letting his aura out there. Jesus. Stop trying to intimidate us, rookie. Okay, here we go. We're just like slowly piecing together who's manipulating things from behind the scenes. Slowly. Someone that we know of that they don't know yet. Yes, they were. They were acting behind your back this entire time. Are you kidding me? You literally murdered them for acting behind your back. Yeah, I don't think that's the case. I mean, I'm still kind of confused that one of the 5 elders was one of them. So I don't know if that's the case, unless they were body possessing them. No, it's okay. Nicholas already taken care of it. He was a hero of light and they fought once. Okay, but I don't... I am so confused right now. I am so confused after last episode in this. Don't spoil it, but you know what I mean. Rimuru! Rimuru! It is Yuki! Rimuru, you just called it. It is Yuki this entire time. My man. You're right there. You're on top of it. Oh! Yes, good Hinata. There we go. Think of Yuki. It's Yuki. Hinata, you gotta make sure that Rimuru accepts the apology first. Okay. Veldora just scared in the back. I like how Rimuru's like, yeah, we're good. Apology accepted. We don't need anything. But then they want to give something. Okay, formally accept them as a nation. I have no intention of being friendly. I will punish that lizard one day. Just offering up Veldora. Here you go. Here, take Veldora. I love how he's just getting punished by freaking Valentine. That's funny. Look, this guy gets it. This guy gets it. Yes, you should. Hmm.
西方聖教会への信頼を揺るがすことになります。くだらぬ。教義が守られていなかろうが、わらわへの裏切りだとも感じぬわ。当時の指導者が考えたルールでしかないのじゃ。わらわにとって重要なのは、教義ではなく信仰心。そのうちはわらわを信じることで、神聖魔法の行使をしておるじゃろ。しかし現実問題として、
Ah, so the creed was created by a former ruler. They don't have to follow, they just gotta believe in their god. Cool. It means that things can be changed and adapted as the world changes around them. I mean, it kind of did end in a draw. She only lost because the seven luminaries came in and blasted them. I like Rimuru. Nah, it's fine. Benimaru. No one's foolish. No one's foolish. We'll crush them. You just the confidence in Rimuru's crew. To be fair, they are super OP. They would definitely demolish them. Yeah, there we go. Good-natured folks. No one's evil. They're just a bunch of good people. They look like monsters, but they're good. To commit to 100 years of friendship. Because we won't be attacking humans, because there's no need unless you attack them first. Okay, so we're building now a church in the nation of Tempest for the Western Holy Church. So they're just gonna have like embassies in their town, kind of. That makes sense. Ah, he's giving back her sword. Nice. Valentine comes right back. Yeah, sure, let's stay. That's kind of nice. Just like a nice little wholesome wrap up. They get some food. They have a good time. And they have some good... Ooh, banquet. Wait, didn't they have this at the very end of the last episode? They're gonna do it again? Okay. Oh, I see. It is yesterday's dinner. They're doing it 2 days in a row. That makes so much more sense. Yeah. Rimuru just wants to get drunk. Oh, gotta get the poison nullification so they can get drunk and have fun.
あなたちょっと好き放題しすぎなんじゃないの？文句があるなら白米は返してもらってもそういう話をしているんじゃないわよ。ここまで暮らしやすい環境を作るとはね。
In just it's only been 2 years? Okay. Feels like it's been shorter for some reason, but 2 years it seems like a decent amount of time.
物流も遅いし、情報伝達も話にならない。娯楽が少なすぎる。漫画だとかそういうものを生み出せる。
Yeah, I want to lay the groundwork for making stuff like manga.
な過酷な世界で生きるのに必死な人々が大半なのに。魔物とかの脅威は俺たちが。
We'll get rid of the threat of monsters and stuff. Yeah, just so we can have a good life. We'll just make the world a peaceful place. Yeah, already saying that they're making Yom influential among the Western provinces. Gonna get us recognized in human society. Well, there we go. Okay, we got communication.
実験してみたら俺の年功師の思念伝達率は凄まじかった。マサが絡んでいるから。
Oh, so he's like making telephone lines. Okay. It's kind of cool. Like, it's obviously not the same, but it's like, you know, picture in picture. Bro is literally bringing the technology of the main world into this world. Yeah, it's fine. Damn Raphael taking away his buzz. Oh, they're learning about the angels now. Okay.
こちらに手を出すというなら迎え撃つまでだ。あなたならそう言うと思ったわ。その時は。
Oh, we may fight alongside you when you do? Okay, so I guess with Rimuru going around and doing all this again, he is going to be making a giant army to go against these angels. The Dwarven Kingdom are humans and with the potential to become allies. Cool. Hey, it was another meeting episode. I made a joke in the very beginning, like, oh yeah, we're getting into more serious stuff, just for it to be another meeting episode. Oh, there's Yuki. The plot thickens with Yuki trying to take out Rimuru. The slave trade? Oh shit, we know what's gonna happen when someone finds out about a slave trade. Ooh, rare monsters we're sending? Oh shit. Oh, something's about to happen. So they're gonna be sending rare monsters after these towns? GG. Kazalim coming in.
それでオルトロスをどうして潰す気になった？魔王カザリームという名はレオンへの復讐が終わるまで封印するさ。わかったよ。それじゃあカガリ、早速だけど。
Kagali, let's not waste time. I'm counting on you. Okay. Damn, there's so much stuff that's about to happen. I feel like there's like 5 different plot threads going on right now. So Yuki's after Rimuru. The 5 elders are after Rimuru. I guess, and then, you know, the angels are going to be after them at some point because they don't let you develop after a certain point. That's good information to learn, that these guys are going around destroying nations when they reach a certain level of, I guess, advancement. Yeah, that's the thing. That was a good episode. Like I said, I wasn't expecting it to be like another meeting episode, but hey, it was fun. Had its good moments. But I feel like after everything we just saw the last couple episodes, we kind of need that, like, okay, now we're at peace. Now let's go into the next stuff. Where they're trying to set up more of the plan being unfolded. I'm kind of curious to see what's going to happen next time now because of what they set up here. I hope it's not a bunch of meeting episodes afterwards, though. Like, I like the meeting. I just don't want to sit in one room. I want to move around. Like, even going to one of the other nations would be cool. But yeah, if you like this reaction, don't forget to subscribe and like button. It helps out the channel a lot. You get to stay up to date with my anime reactions, breakdowns, and then some of my Marvel and DC stuff. So with that, let's jump into the review breakdown part of this video. So with being back to that time I reincarnated into a meeting, They had a lot of information that got dropped during it, which I really like. That's the one thing that they do a really good job with all these meeting episodes. While they're being diplomatic and doing all of that stuff, it drops a lot of interesting plot detail that gets me excited for what's to come. And I really like that part about this anime. And even though I have been like, oh, why is it just meeting after meeting? Like, I do like the conversations. I love the characters, so I don't mind sitting there watching them talk. Now, some of the big information that was actually dropped this episode is how the Eastern merchants in Cerberus were using the Razo family and the elders there. Like, they're using them for their own advantage, and they're trying to keep a working relationship. However, they don't want to crush Rimuru the same way the Razo family does, because they're like, oh, we don't want to make enemies out of him right now. So it definitely setting up like a bunch of different like things to be going on, showing that Yuki is this real mastermind working behind the scenes, manipulating all these other pieces and pissing off some other people who probably shouldn't be pissed off, with saying that the Razos could also be people who are like, they've been controlling stuff for so long and they're not expecting to be overturned by someone else. So I'm really interested to seeing that plot and what's going to be going on there, especially because we really still don't know much about the Razo family other than they're like this secret group that's been trying to control things. You have Yuki at the end there talking about how he kind of hoped that Hinata would take out Rimuru, knowing that Rimuru wasn't going to kill Hinata, but he was hoping that the opposite would happen. Do things here and there, try to piece it together, trying to take over stuff, trying to do their own little schemes, still not fully understanding what their entire scheme is yet as we watch this and try to figure out, piece together what his master plan is. However, it is interesting that they dropped another nation's name, Orthros, I think that's how you pronounce it right, and then they talk about slaves as well. So I'm really interested to see who they're going to be crushing here. They've got rare monsters they were going to release on another place, and like what other things are going to be going on here, because I feel like there's just so many pieces that this character is manipulating. It's just, I can't wait for all the pieces to like be put together and then something really epic to come. And then when we're talking about like the Rimuru side of things, I really like the peaceful negotiations. It's like just having fun here and there, having Luminous be like, no, are you telling me that the 7 days were going behind my back and doing other stuff? It's like, you literally just killed them because they did that. But I guess she wants to act like a good leader, thinking that people aren't betraying her when they are. But it was cool to see that Rimuru and Hinata literally pieced it together, that Yuki is behind everything without even realizing it. Because of course Rimuru is like, oh yeah, I suspected him, but nah, it can't be him. It was actually these guys, 7 days. And then Hinata, being the smart one out of them, be like, no, we're not going to forget about that right now, because he could still be the potential bad guy. So at least they're piecing somewhat together. And with Hinata and Rimuru on the case, it feels like it could be a good duo to figure out what's really going on. And I like how with all their conversations they had, they recognize Tempest as somewhat of a nation, and they're going to start peace negotiations so that there's a peaceful treaty between them. And then they're also showing that the Dwarven Kingdom is a human society. So just trying to make it so that people aren't segregated. They're trying to get rid of that prejudice and bias so that people see everyone as the same and they're not monsters anymore. So it's really interesting to see what they're doing there, especially because later Rimuru talks about how he wants the nation of Tempest to be known as a human nation. So that's going to be really interesting when we come down to that as well, because, he got drunk and spilled state secrets. And I find it hilarious that after he spilled all the tea about how he wants to recreate stuff from his world like manga, how he wants to get rid of the threat of monsters, and how he has Yom starting his own nation to be an influential nation within the Western provinces. I think it's really interesting because this shows Rimuru kind of starting to take control of everything in a very peaceful manner, but he is starting to manipulate things on his own and try to take control so that everyone can kind of just have happy lives. He can kind of recreate some of the stuff from his world, like they're building the roads, they're making safe passage, and they're literally making telephone poles, but with magic crystals. It's really interesting, and I really like what they're doing, and it's really cool kind of diving in deep into them making this nation. And I've loved after he did all that, Raphael took away his ability to get drunk anymore because he can't be spilling those secrets. And then they continue to set up another big threat coming with the Angels, who we don't really know anything about them. I heard people say that the Angels arc is pretty freaking good, and I can't wait for that. However, we apparently won't be getting it this season. They're just kind of laying the groundwork for it to come. But it's interesting to find out that they attack any nations that get to a certain point in developing, so they're not allowed to advance after a certain point. So it seems like the Angels are controlling the world. As soon as they deem you too intelligent, you're like, yeah, nah, we're taking you out. But, Rimuru is filled with OP characters, so there's a good chance they're going to be able to stand up against them. And I like how the Western Holy Church is also like, yeah, we'll stand with you because we don't like them either. And even building a church in the town for the Western Holy Church, showing like, it's kind of like an embassy. They're slowly building their town together, having peace negotiations with other nations, coming in and making it so that everyone can come to their town to be safe. It's like a lot of fun, and I really like watching what they're doing here. And it's just so much information that like some of it goes in and out of my head without problem. So if I missed anything, let me know down in the comments. Let's talk about it. Make sure I add it to my list so we can talk about it in our final review of the season. And I'm looking forward to seeing more of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a slime. So with that, thanks for watching this week's reaction and breakdown, and I'll talk to you next week when we watch another episode of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a slime.